How to get a girlfriend if you're in a wheelchair. Dating tips for men with disabilities. Hello everyone. Is it possible to find a romantic partner if you use a wheelchair? Absolutely. In this video, I'll share 10 valuable tips for navigating the dating world with a disability and building successful interabled relationships. For those who haven't met me before, I'm Anna Jorgensen, a professional dating coach for men based in Vancouver, Canada. Welcome to my channel. If you're wheelchair-bound, you've likely wondered, why would a woman choose me over someone without physical limitations? You might also worry about public perception of your relationship, or how a potential partner would feel about possible health implications associated with your condition. You may have concerns about physical differences, intimacy challenges, fertility questions, and similar issues. These concerns are completely natural, but here's the crucial point. Your perceived limitations about your condition will be the primary factor determining whether you find a girlfriend. This is because confidence truly is the most essential element when attracting a partner. So how can you boost your self-assurance? My first recommendation is to avoid letting your disability become your entire identity. It's simply one aspect of your life, not the sum total of who you are. While your condition may significantly impact various aspects of your daily experience, it doesn't define you completely. If you allow it to become your entire identity, it will transform into a self-imposed limitation. This leads to my second tip: prioritize self-love and self-dating before seeking a relationship. You need to take care of yourself properly before you can meaningfully invite someone else into your world in a way that allows for mutual enhancement of each other's lives. Ensure your physical health is optimized for your situation, and don't neglect your mental well-being. Additionally, when you develop your own fulfilling lifestyle first, you'll naturally discover activities you can share with a potential partner. This means you won't depend on them to constantly create shared experiences, as you'll already know what's enjoyable and accessible for you. You can confidently invite them to participate in your world. Third, understand that rejection is inevitable for everyone in the dating scene, regardless of physical ability. Rejection is simply part of the dating process. When you approach women and some aren't interested, don't automatically assume it's because of your wheelchair. Instead, focus on improving aspects of yourself that women genuinely value and that will enhance your own happiness anyway. I've covered these qualities in another video. Work on personal development for your own satisfaction, and avoid attributing rejections to your disability, as this mindset will only lead to bitterness. Fourth, it's important to recognize that women aren't as visually oriented, or it's essential to understand that women are not as visually influenced by appearance as men often assume. While it's true that women might notice attractive individuals, this doesn't mean everyone wants to be with them. For instance, a younger woman who is fertile might be drawn to someone conventionally attractive, but that doesn't mean she's looking for a shallow relationship. If you're not interested in superficial connections, you don't need to worry about those who prioritize looks. Instead, recognize that women are more than just their physical preferences. This realization can help you approach relationships with a deeper understanding of what truly matters to both parties. Moving on to communication, it's crucial to be open about the questions your partner might have. By being casual and approachable when discussing sensitive topics, you can have a more comfortable conversation. This openness allows you to explore potential deal breakers and deal makers early on. For example, if having children or a fulfilling sex life is important to your partner, it's better to address these topics sooner rather than later. Doing so can help you both discover what matters most to each other. When it comes to external pressures, it's inevitable that some people won't accept or support your relationship. Instead of trying to convince everyone, focus on choosing each other first. If you can educate others about why your relationship is important to you, that's great, but sometimes people are simply closed-minded. It's vital to prioritize your bond over external opinions and understand that you might lose friends along the way. However, this just means you'll find new friends who support your relationship. This leads to the idea of not limiting yourself based on what others think. You should live your life as adventurously as you choose, whether that means skydiving or taking a road trip. Don't let external opinions hold you back from experiences you both want to have. Lastly, maintaining your autonomy is crucial. Being independent is satisfying because it allows you to feel less needy and more self-sufficient. This independence complements your relationship by ensuring you bring your best selves to the table. It's always more fulfilling when you can do things for yourself, and it enhances your overall life satisfaction. It's important to recognize that in any partnership, there will be certain tasks or situations where one person assisting the other simply makes the most sense from an efficiency standpoint. This isn't about inability, it's about optimizing how things get done. For instance, navigating a crowded space or carrying multiple items might be significantly easier or faster with a little help. Because of this, it becomes really important to have open, honest conversations with your partner. You'll need to clearly discuss which specific tasks or areas you would genuinely appreciate assistance with, and equally important, which activities or responsibilities you strongly prefer to handle entirely on your own. By having these candid, direct discussions, let's call them frank talks, about where you welcome support and where you value your independence, you achieve a couple of crucial things. Firstly, you prevent yourself from feeling like you're a burden on your partner. You've established clear boundaries and expectations. Secondly, your partner isn't left trying to guess what you need or when you might need it, constantly worrying about offering help in a way that might inadvertently offend you or undermine your capabilities. This clear communication removes ambiguity and fosters mutual understanding. Moving on, the next key point to keep in mind is that when you enter a relationship with someone who is able-bodied while you use a wheelchair, certain aspects of daily life and practicalities will naturally be different. This is simply a reality of navigating the world with different physical experiences. Think about things like transportation, getting into and out of vehicles, or who does the driving, or even the time it takes to get ready in the morning, or accessing certain locations. These things might require different approaches or take a different amount of time compared to a relationship where both partners are able-bodied. However, and this is a really important distinction, different does not automatically equate to difficult, especially not in the long run. Initially, learning to navigate these differences together, figuring out new routines, or adapting processes will take some time and effort, just like learning any new skill or adjusting to any major life change. But this learning phase doesn't mean it's destined to be a constant struggle or an overwhelming challenge. It simply means there's an initial period required to learn how to do things in this new dynamic and then to consistently accommodate the necessary time or adjustments needed for those tasks going forward. Ultimately, this process is about working together as a team, which is fundamental to any successful relationship. Every partnership involves individuals with unique strengths and differences, and navigating those differences collaboratively is how you grow stronger together. Now, let's touch upon a common question. Where can you meet potential partners, specifically women in this context? If you use a wheelchair, it's really important to understand that you can actually meet women in a vast majority of the same places and social settings that someone who doesn't use a wheelchair would. Don't feel like your options are severely limited. While it's true that some specific activities might present challenges, for example, downhill skiing might require significant adaptation or might not be feasible for everyone, though creative solutions sometimes exist if you're particularly innovative. This doesn't mean your entire social or dating life is restricted. Someone like me, for instance, who doesn't ski, wouldn't expect to meet people on a ski slope anyway. The point is, people connect in all sorts of environments, cafes, parks, community events, through mutual friends, online, at work, pursuing hobbies, etc. Your ability to meet interesting people isn't confined to a narrow set of accessible locations. So, please don't let the fact that you use a chair make you feel limited in terms of where you can find opportunities to connect with others. Finally, here's a bonus tip that applies universally. Everyone, absolutely everyone, carries some form of baggage. This refers to the collection of past experiences, emotional wounds, personal challenges, or unresolved issues that shape who we are. For you, perhaps the experiences related to using a wheelchair are part of your baggage. But it's crucial to remember that other people have their own baggage stemming from entirely different aspects of their lives: family dynamics, past relationships, career struggles, health issues unrelated to mobility, and so on. Don't fall into the trap of assuming that any challenges you face or any baggage you carry are solely because of the wheelchair. And critically, do not use the fact that you use a chair as an excuse to adopt a victim mentality in your own mind. Just like anyone else navigating life and relationships, you will have personal issues to work on and challenges to work through within a partnership. These are normal parts of growth and connection. However, it's vital not to default to using the wheelchair as a convenient excuse for relationship difficulties, for allowing relationships to fail, or for engaging in self-sabotaging behaviors. Taking responsibility for your own emotional landscape and actions is key. If you find yourself needing support to process your past experiences or navigate your personal challenges, whether they are related to using a chair, family history, or anything else, seeking help is a sign of strength. Programs designed to help you understand and move past your baggage can be incredibly beneficial, empowering you to become the best version of yourself, regardless of your physical circumstances. If you're interested in this topic, I will include a link below that I hope will be beneficial for you. Since I don't consider myself an expert in this area, I want to take a moment to acknowledge two fantastic channels: Wheels to Walking and Adapted Adventures. I did some research before creating this video, and I found their content to be quite insightful. Now, if you are someone you know uses a wheelchair, or if you've been in a relationship with someone who does, I would love to hear from you. Are there any additional tips or advice that I might have overlooked that could assist individuals with disabilities in dating and connecting with others? Your insights could be incredibly valuable for those looking to navigate the dating world despite any challenges they may face. Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.